years timed the perfect fate. We passed like ships who almost touched, two currents wrong but love too much. The timing cracked beneath our feet and left us whole but incomplete. You smiled like someone I once knew, but every word felt just askew. And now we drift with aching grace, like ghosts that kissed in outer space. So if I meet you once again, let's not be strangers born of
typed your name, then hit erase. The words too raw to even face. I almost called but changed my mind. Some feelings should get left behind. Said I miss you, but silence felt like less to lose. One message might have torn the thread that barely holds what's left unsaid. Flicker soft but burn the same. I whispered low into the blue, a half confession never due. Sometimes the truth is just a sigh that falls before it can reply. So I stay quiet, pass right through the words I almost said to you. Your laugh once painted every wall. Now echoes barely rise or fall. I play your songs, but they decay like dust that used to dance your way. The room forgot your voice. The notes now sound like distant noise. I call your name, it doesn't ring. Just emptiness where light won't cling. I keep your chair beside the light, but no one sings there late at night. And though I try to stir the air, the silence grows too loud to bear. I whisper lines you used to say, but even walls have walked away. Now I just sit without a choice in the room that lost your voice.
I took the long way home, past every street we used to roam. I drove by slow just to pretend that endings don't outlast the bends. The coffee shop still lights your name, but all the chairs don't feel the same. The crosswalk blinks like nothing changed, except the hand I used to claim. I stopped the car, I rolled the glass, and let the wind remember us. But air is cold and days are long, when every round just proves you're gone. I took the long way home, past every street we used to roam. I drove by slow just to pretend I took the long way home, past every street we used to roam. I drove by slow just to pretend that endings don't outlast the best.
We spoke in looks and knowing eyes, and thought our love would never die. But silence grew where words should live, and took what we forgot to give. You turned away, I did the same. No one to cry, no one to blame. The louder ache was in the still, where neither heart could climb the hill. I tried to speak, you didn't stay, and silence stole the rest away. This is what we lost in silence, the stories and the fragile guidance. We broke in whispers, cracked in grace, and left a ghost in every place. I wish we screamed, I wish we fought instead of silence, full of rot. Now all that echoes in the air is what we lost that wasn't
You took the rain with you. The sky's been dry since we were through. No thunder, no release of pain, just quiet suns and empty We used to cry in open storms. Now silence is the weather's norm. I wait for clouds, but they won't show. Like even skies don't wanna know. You took the rain with you. The sky's been dry since we were through. No thunder, no release of pain, just quiet songs and empty land. Oh, I left my windows open wide to catch the storm you left inside. But nothing falls, just clear regret. And when that whispers not to forget, grief should pour, not stay contained. But I remain dry in your name. So I sit still beneath the blue and miss the rain you took with you.
The light still leans across the floor, exactly how it did before. But something's wrong, it shines too clean. No echo where your steps had been. The morning hits the window pane, but fails to bring your warmth again. And every shadow I now trace just outlines what I can't replace. is where I miss you most of all. A space that grief and sunlight share, and I still reach for what's not You never said goodbye, but every word became alive. You smiled, you paused, you walked away, and left me stranded in the gray. You tied your shoes, you fixed your hair, you packed your bags like unaware. The morning sun betrayed no end, but I could feel you won't pretend. You never said goodbye, me stranded in the gray. A half hug in the hallway still was how you wrote your final will. And now the silence speaks each day for the goodbye didn't say. So I replay the final sigh and call it your goodbye. You never said goodbye, but every word became alive. You smiled, you paused, you walked away, and left me stranded in the gray.
We wrote a song but never named a melody no voice could claim. It played in silence, hummed in dreams, a fragile thread between two themes. It was our song without a name, no chorus strong, no claim to fame, just heart You danced to it without a sound. I harmonized but lost the ground. It never found a final phrase, just disappeared in empty praise. We didn't end, we just unplayed and left the music where it stayed, a faded chord I can't reclaim. Our song without a name. You left your books, your coat, your song, but took the silence all along. You packed your truth, forgot your lies, left me your absence in disguise. I found your note beneath my cup, a single line, don't wake me up. You didn't take the photographs, but took the sound behind our laughs. The space you left is filled with weight, not from the things, but what you didn't take. You left the door, but not the ache in all the things you didn't take. You didn't take. didn't take.
It ticks at 5, the door should swing, but now it echoes, not a thing. The kettle sings like it still knows that you once came through evening's glow. The floor still creaks at 6:03. The sound once meant you near to me, but now it's just a memory's trick, a ghost of time I cannot fix. The clock still thinks you're here, still chimes your name like you'll appear. It ticks like love is still the case, but I just hear your empty place. I tried to wind it in reverse, but grief moves forward, never worse. So I reset the hour clear, though the clock still thinks you're near. We didn't fight, we didn't scream, we just unraveled from the dream. Each morning brought a colder tone until we made the bed alone. The picture stayed, the colors drained, but not a soul would call it pain. We loved, we paused, we pulled away, and lost the will to make it stay. We forgot how to come back, left the map and lost
practice leaving every night. Spoke lines alone in quiet light. I played out tears and slammed the door, then stayed right where I was before. I packed my things a dozen times, but folded guilt in every line. I kissed your cheek in every dream, then woke inside the same routine. This is the goodbye I rehearsed, but never dared to make it worse. So now I stand here, half a verse, to love, to fear, to getting hurt. One day I might just follow through, but parting hurts more than you do. So I'll just whisper, unrehearsed, the truth behind this fading vow. So I'll just whisper, unrehearsed, the truth behind this fading verse.
The left side of the bed is cold, the pillow's flat, the covers fold. I reach for you, but just find air and memories that sleep nowhere. You used to hum before you'd sleep. Now silence is the only beat. I count the threads, I count the days since love packed up and walked away. The left side of the bed is cold, the pillow's flat, the covers fold. I reach for you, but just find air and memories that sleep nowhere. I talk out loud just to pretend that you're still here, just round the bend. But night's a mirror I can't break, where all the dreams replay as they say you heal with passing time. some hives never feel aligned, so I just stay and make my bed, but never touch the space you left.
You packed your bags in morning light. I made us toast, ignored the fight. We talked about the weather then, not how we'd never love again. What we didn't say still echoes through this empty day. No final kiss, no last request, just silence filling every breath. And maybe that was still the way to mourn what we didn't say. Your sweater still hangs on the chair. I almost touched it, stopped midair. The note you left just said be well, but didn't say that this was hell. I almost spoke but closed my hand and watched you go without a plan. Now I just live from day to day inside what we didn't say. What we didn't say still echoes through this empty day. No final kiss, no last request, just silence filling every breath. And maybe that was still the way to mourn what we didn't say. There's a quiet between us now. Not cruel, not loud, not breaking vow. Just empty space where words once bloomed and silence shaped our living room. No one screamed or slammed the door. You just stopped coming here at 4. We sit and talk about the day, but something warm has slipped away. And there's a quiet between us now. We eat our meals with silver grace, but never meet each other's face. And in the night we both still turn, but never touch. Just let it burn. It wasn't death, it wasn't war. It's just we don't know love anymore. And so we stay, but not somehow, inside this quiet between us now. You broke my heart, but not with rage. No slamming doors, no shouting stage. You just looked tired, turned away, and that was when goodbye chose day. But I don't hate you, I never could. You loved me once the best you could, and though it hurts, I still can say I hope you're finding light today. You kissed my head, but not my soul. The love was warm, but not quite whole. We stayed too long inside the wrong, and then learned that letting go is strong. But I don't hate you, I never could. There's a quiet between us now. Not cruel, not loud, not breaking vow. Just empty space where words once bloomed and silence shaped our living room. No one screamed or slammed the door. You just stopped coming here at 4. We sit and talk about the day, but something warm has slipped away. There's a quiet between us now. We eat our meals with silver grace, but never meet each other's face. And in the night we both still turn, but never touch. Just let it burn. It wasn't death, it wasn't war. It's just we don't know love anymore. And so we stay, but not somehow, inside this quiet between us now. I cook your favorite meal at 8, still at your plate, though I'm too late. The candle burns like it still knows you won't be here, but love still glows. I pour 2 cups, then drink alone. The silence answers every phone, and though I try to clear the view, I still set the table for 2. I don't expect you to come back, but hope's a habit hard to track. It's muscle memory and dream that sets a plate where you want We speak in past tense now. Our song we used to somehow. The lyrics faded with the beat, where promises and heartbreak meet. You said you loved how I would sing. Now every note has lost its ring. I play the chords but not the flame, just minor keys and major blame. The bridge we built was never strong. It cracked beneath our oldest song. And now the echo of your name just dances through this empty frame. I never knew a song could die, but silence proved that love can lie. So I replay what made no sense and call it our song in past tense.
No slammed door, no shattered glass, just quiet steps and time that passed. I checked the room, no clue, just space where once I lived with you. You left without a sound, no warning, no battleground, just silence sharp enough to bleed. You didn't cry, you didn't need to say a thing to burn it down. You simply left without a sound. The clock kept ticking like before, but every click just hurt me more. You stole the calm, you took the rain, and left me with this echoing pain. Maybe silence was your scream, You left without a sound. No warning, no battleground. Just silence sharp enough to bleed. You didn't cry, you didn't need to say a thing to burn it down. You simply left without a sound.
There are echoes where you slept, pillows haunted by what's left, sheets still cold from where you turned, memories that never burn. I try to make the silence new, but every wall still speaks of you. The window sighs your favorite phrase, and morning light brings shadow days. Your coffee mug untouched remains. I wash it slow to feel the pain. And in the mirror I still see the side of me you used to be. Love doesn't leave with bags and keys. It lingers like old melodies. There are echoes where you slept, and though you're gone, I still have kept these echoes where you once slept.